Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Surprise Thursday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I am presenting you with the S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta Unwavering Saiyan Pride. Let's get into it! Let's take a look at the packaging. And here on the top, nothing really going on except a little bit of a window there to light in from the top. And then there is kind of like a colorless picture of the figure with some Japanese writing. And then that picture carries on around to the front here. And then you see a full color pic of Vegeta. And we've got a nice little chromey sticker right there. Tamashii Nations. Ages 15 and up. Warning, don't stick things in your pie hole that do not belong there. Don't give it to babies. Product may differ from photo. What? And then over here we've got a nice big window showcasing most of the figure and some of the accessories. And it says Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Unwavering Saiyan Pride. There, I'm assuming it says it again in Japanese. S.H.Figuarts. And then there's some more Japanese writing. Made in China. Print. And toy animation. Dragon Ball Super. Tamashii Nations. Bandai. On the bottom, S.H.Figuarts, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Unwavering Saiyan Pride. There it is again in some Japanese. And again, another kind of colorless photo of the figure with some Japanese writing. On this side, it's a little bit of a window, and it says Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Unwavering Saiyan Pride, again in Japanese. And then S.H.Figuarts, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Unwavering Saiyan Pride. And then I'm assuming it says again in Japanese. On the back, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Unwavering Saiyan Pride again. So they definitely want you to know which version of Vegeta this is. Some Japanese, a full array of interchangeable hand and face parts allow for expressive portrayal of the anime, symbol style, and heroic action, super modeling, and then lots of nice practical photography, super action. And then here's some small fine legalese. Don't stick it in your pie hole. Don't give it to babies. It's for 15 and up. Bandai Namco. Caution! Don't stick things in your pie hole. And a barcode. And some Japanese. And that, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers to help us look at the smaller accessories. And there are 3 extra sets of hands plus 1 extra hand. And the extra is the thumbs up, or the pointing at myself with my thumb hand. And I think we've I think we've seen this one before in the last S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan Vegeta that we took a look at here on the channel. So there's that. Next up, he comes with a set of like grappling hands with one finger crooked out, like, come and get it. So nice molded details. Looks like a gloved hand, molded in white plastic. And there are 2 of those, and you can see this uses that like ball hinge thing that import figures like to use. So next he has like his grappling hands, or maybe blast hands. pretty standard fare for this price point of S.H.Figuarts. And then here's like the, what is it, the final blast hand or whatever. Anyway, it's another blast hand, or super splayed out fingers hand. And then here is my favorite Vegeta piece, the crossed arms, which you pop off those arms at the shoulders and plug these in. And yeah, they got a little waffly bit in it. But my favorite Vegeta accessory right here, all Vegetas should have this. The last one I took a look at was the first one I had with those Vegeta arms, and definitely belongs with this character. So here's the first of the alternate face plates, and the, oh, I can't believe you're stronger than me again, Kakarot face. The, I'm gonna get stronger than you, Kakarot face. And finally, the, I'm just gonna be angry at everybody face, Kakarot. So nice bits, and maybe we'll show how those face plates change out. It's not super difficult to figure out. So let's take a look at his face, and here's his, you know, just Vegeta face, Kakarot. He's got that nice Super Saiyan blue hair along with the eyebrows, and that holds true. I guess I really didn't talk much about that on these face plates, but you know, it's got the animation lines, and very cool looking, very nice looking, very anime, true to the source material looking. So there's this regular face, which is how Vegeta looks most of the time. Got a little bit of paint right here, got a little bit of paint right here, and some paint here for the boot tops and for the toes on the boots. There's some paint there. These glove pieces are painted as well, and I'm not sure what on this is the paint app, whether it's the suit or the armor. I'm gonna assume, which I probably shouldn't, that it is it's molded in white for the armor, and the suit, which looks blue to me. I'm colorblind, don't make fun of handicapped people, so if it's not blue. So it looks like that's probably the paint app. Standard S.H.Figuarts kind of joints and things going on. And nice molded detail, again, true to the source material. Now let's take a look at his articulation real quick, and watch out for the hair because it can poke you. So he doesn't really look up. He looks down because he's Vegeta, and he looks down on everybody. So the neck is on a dumbbell, and there's a ball joint, I think, at the bottom of the neck. I could be wrong. He's got a little bit of chicken neck, not much. He's got some waggle. 360 degrees of rotation at the shoulder. His arm raises up, not quite 90 degrees. And it's on that import hinge, but it also does butterfly forward. Not really back much, a little bit back, but not much. Cut here at the upper bicep for a full 360 degrees of rotation. Double hinged pinless elbow, it gives you that much bend. The hand is on, again, that import ball joint, so it's up and down right now, but you can change it. And it rotates 360 degrees at the wrist, and pretty much the same on this side. It's up and down at the moment. Now at in the torso, where the chest and the abdomen meet, there's a hinge in here. There's a ball joint or half dumbbell coming out of the chest, and there's a hinge in there that it pegs into, so it will come up and allow him to crunch forward that far. Back, not so much, and it does leave a gap, and it lets him left and right a little bit. So he's got some hula going on there. And there's another joint, it's a ball joint here at the waist. And it does, I forgot to say, it does let him rotate some. If you go too far with it, it'll pop it out of that hinge. So just be aware of that. So ball joint at the torso, and that gives him all kinds of hula stuff going on there. 360 degree rotation. At the hips, he gives you that much of the splits. Maybe you should turn his legs. No. He gives you that much of the splits, but he's Vegeta, so he doesn't really do the splits. He can kick forward that far, so better, a little better than 90 degrees. And back that far, where the upper thigh meets the rest of the thigh, it does have some rotation there. And it's not pull down. I thought it had some pull down, but it doesn't. Doesn't seem to. Double hinged pinless knee. It gives you that much bend. Now at the ankle, it's on like there's a half dumbbell coming out of the foot. Maybe it's a full dumbbell. Yeah, it's a full dumbbell there. So the ankle will tilt down that far. It will tilt up that far, and it does rock some, and he's got a toe tilt there, although there's not a lot of range there. So there is that. Now as far as changing the face plates out, you just kind of have to pry the current one off, and that's whichever one that you happen to have on him. And not the easiest, not the hardest, but as you can see, there's like a square peg here and 2 ports right there, and that matches up with what's going on the back of this, and you just line them up. And now Vegeta is really angry. Ah! And I'm not going to try to swap the arms out on camera because it can be a bit difficult. I'm not going to lie. But there you have it, my friends. There is a look at the figure and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Unwavering Saiyan Pride, with the S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan Vegeta Awakening Super Saiyan Blood, and the S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan Full Power Son Goku. For our last set of comparisons, here we have the S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Unwavering Saiyan Pride, with, from the Marvel Legends series, making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee, from G.I. Joe Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant, Cobra Commander, from Star Wars The Black series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper, and for a 7-inch scale comparison from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Unwavering Saiyan Pride, I can't really say there's a lot that shocked me about this figure, I guess. With S.H.Figuarts and the Dragon Ball figures that I have, I am mostly impressed with them, but it comes to a point when the same things aren't as impressive, I guess is what I'm supposed to say. So if you have, say, the previous release Super Saiyan Vegeta Saiyan Prince, I think it was called. I can't remember. But it was a Super Saiyan one. You know, it's 99% the same figure. The paint might be a little different, and of course, the hair color is different, and the facial features might be a little different as well. I do like this $35, and it's probably going up because everything is going up. But I do like this $35 price point for S.H.Figuarts, where they're appearing in Walmart's even, which is not where I picked this up. I picked this up in a GameStop. But again, for $35 as the price point. And I call that like their basic offering from Figuarts. A few face plates, like 3 different pairs of hands, other than what comes on the figure, and then the figure itself. So, you know, and I think that's pretty good. I like that as a value for what you get. Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, even though I'm not overly impressed with this figure, because I've seen this a lot, you know, or I feel like I've seen everything that they do with Dragon Ball, and I probably haven't, but, you know, 2 or 3 Vegetas in, and, you know, I feel like I've seen everything that they've done so far with a Vegeta, or that they're capable of doing with a Vegeta. And again, I could be wrong, because technologies change and things like that. So, but that's not to say it's not an impressive figure. I'm not trying to say it's not impressive at all, because S.H.Figuarts is one of the top companies when it comes to sculpt, and when it comes to deco, and when it comes to sculpt, and just overall presentation. Their packaging could use a little pizzazzing, but other than that, you know, I this is a top offering figure, but it's the basic version of. I'm not even sure exactly what I'm trying to say now, because I kind of lost my train of thought there, I guess. But, you know, I'm not saying that S.H.Figuarts no longer impresses me at all. They are still impressive figures. I just, you know, this is like maybe my 3rd, 4th Vegeta, and I really like Vegeta. But I think I've seen everything that they're going to do with Vegeta up to this point. Now, that's not to say they won't do, you know, as he progresses and learns more Super Saiyan God forms, that, you know, there won't be newer colors, maybe bigger hair. I don't know. But, you know, I like it. I do like this figure. I'm not trying to be down on it. And the fact that it comes with the crossed arms, which is my favorite Vegeta accessory ever, it's great, especially at this $35 price point. And, you know, I really like it. And I feel like I've seen everything that S.H.Figuarts has to offer with Vegetas at this time. Still my favorite character. And, you know, I'm glad that I do have this, because, you know, it's a version I don't have. And, you know, I'm just rambling on at this point. Bottom line is, it is a good figure. It's a great value for the money, even though it's stripped down and basic as far as the accessories that it comes with. But what you're getting, the figure and the accessories that you're getting, is top notch for that $35 price point. Now, if it goes up a whole lot more beyond that, I don't know how much I'm going to feel like that's a value for what you're getting. But at this time, the time of this recording, I do feel that way. So, you know, if you're a Vegeta fan, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you don't have a Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, then, you know, $35, it's a pickup, in my opinion. Your mileage, of course, may vary. I'm not going to attempt to tell you how to spend your own money. That is entirely up to you. But, you know, I like this character. I like this version of the character. I like this figure. It's just, I feel like I've seen it all at this point with Vegeta. Probably Goku as well. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I'm now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.